Hey everybody, my name is Bryce Santos, and with me I have Will, David, and Marco, and this is our app Gain Track.
So the product description. So what this product is it's a device that tracks and measures advanced stats in fitness, such as weight, reps, time under tension, and calories burned. So when you work out, you actually end up wearing similar to like a Fitbit, like it looks like a watch around your wrist. And then all that information, you don't have to worry about it actually going or recording it in a book or in let's say a spreadsheet. It just goes straight to that, which makes it a lot simpler and quicker for you to do it. And as you can see, when we go on to the product demo, this is generally a little rough estimate of what the actual product will look like on the app and in real life. And then I'll pass it back to Bryce.
Yeah, so first I'll be going over what went wrong with our product. So after a review with our team, we came to the conclusion that the functions and display of our app did not meet the standard that we had expected. Comparing our app to similar ones in the market, we have less downloads, reviews, and active users. This leads us to believe several things. Upon release of our app, we included too many functions and did not spend enough time perfecting each one, as many bugs occurred and the need for updates was way too often. But by postponing the release of this application, it would allow us to spend more time fixing errors and perfecting it, so once it was released, there would be less issues, causing a satisfied customer base. Another action we did that allowed our products to fail was a lack of advertisements. It is crucial to advertise a product or app so it can be heavily exposed to the market. And we felt as though organic marketing through social media would be more efficient because it is free and the algorithm on TikTok and Instagram is very well structured. We would have seen more success if we went down the paid advertisement route, which would have increased our downloads, reviews, and active users. Lastly, we believe that the market we're currently in is very saturated. There are thousands of apps related to health and fitness that it's hard to be unique, as basically every need can already be met by a pre-existing app. What we failed to do is find a way to offer our service in a way that makes us unique, and this can be through cost, lack of in-app purchases, and more. I think if we made it more user-friendly and found ways to make the app more personalized, we could have found more success. I'll be passing it off next to David.
So I'm going to be going over the cost measures that need to be taken to ensure that the company stays afloat in the time of the restructure. So when implementing a restructure in our company, it'll be important to consider all the costs involved to make sure the company stays afloat during this period. Before even planning the restructure, we as a company will have to plan and lay out steps on how we will maintain positive cash flow and keep the company from defaulting. We will have to conduct a cost benefit analysis, which is a systematic process which analyzes which decisions to make going forward in terms of monetary units. This will help estimate potential costs of the restructure and identify the areas that we need to cut money in, as well as areas that need to be prioritized. In addition to this, our company will have to cut its expenses, such as travel and entertainment expenses, which will help maintain positive cash flow. Another cost needed is to evaluate employee costs and payroll packages. A big expense for our company is salary and benefits, and by restructuring and getting rid of areas we don't need to spend on, we can stay afloat during this time. As long as the reduction in employees does not affect the operations and quality of work of the company, the measure must be taken to reduce costs. The last measure the company can take is to prioritize investments. If we have any cash invested in other companies or firms, we can allocate that money back into the company for the meantime. By putting that money back in the company, we can focus it on marketing or even on new services that will drive positive cash flow. I'll be passing it on to Will.
So for the new purpose, we had to try and figure out a different way to approach the market because of our unsuccessful campaign. Now, we did want to stick with the health industry just because at the end of the day, as we know, the health industry is going to be always in demand. And then when you were looking at it, you also have to look at the biggest demographic when it comes to actually purchasing behavior. So we were thinking about targeting people that are going to be more in the baby boomer generation, especially for health, just because they are going to be aging. And we're going to be able to actually help them out with certain functions that because of age, they might not be otherwise well equipped to do. So we were thinking of doing a heart health, diabetes, insulin, a pill/supplement reminder that can connect to for your doctor to monitor. So the reason why we were thinking about this is that they're all pretty close related in terms of trying to make sure that people can stay on track with with health conditions. So let's say for your heart health, we were thinking about it's going to just constantly monitor your heart rate, and then you can then track in the spreadsheet when you have spikes and not spikes. And then if let's say you do have a spike, it will notify you via you can either make it a sound or a buzzing sound, and then you can write down what you're experiencing at the time, maybe to spike it. And then same thing with like a diabetes insulin reminder or like a pill supplement reminder, which will generally be a little bit easier to record. But at the end of the day, this is so that you will have something to show your doctor, or if they want to, then they can also organize a plan so that they can also monitor you at the same time. And this will work well with the older generation, as they actually they could experience things like dementia or just having a little bit of memory loss. So having something that could remind them would be very beneficial for them. And I'll use similar technology in terms of having something that you have to wear around your wrist to monitor your body, and then transfer that kind of information to a spreadsheet. And it's just a little bit of adapting that us as a company are going to have to do. But because we're trying to target an older demographic instead of the younger one, we may be able to tap into new markets. And then I'll pass it on to Marco to talk about the last part.
All right, so we're going to do a quick recap of our team ventures as well. So the development and launch of GainTrack is going to require a multidisciplinary team of experts in order to bring the product to life. We believe as a team that this team that we're building should include 5 main components outside of the executives, with a user interface design team, an app development team, a manufacturing and logistics team, a marketing team, and a group of fitness professionals to help with marketing. So our first group is the user interface and design team. So our interface designers will create a visually appealing, intuitive, and easy to use user interface of the device that matches the aesthetic of the brand. This work will comprise of designing logos, graphics, interfaces, and other visuals, as well as ensuring usability across various devices and platforms. They help ensure that even non-tech savvy users easily understand how to interact with our product and use it in their day-to-day lives. Next group we have is the app development team. So our app developers will develop the app used to connect to the smartwatch with the user's phone, and it will convert data into meaningful insights and enable users to access their individualized workout programs, which I'll talk a little bit more about later on. And it will make it a lot easier to use than current products on the market. Moving forward, we have our manufacturing and logistics personnel. They will be responsible for producing the actual physical device, packaging it properly, and shipping it out in an efficient manner. Quality assurance testing should also be done regularly in order to guarantee customer satisfaction continuously. Moving forward, we have the marketing team. So our marketers will leverage data analysis, research, creative campaigns, and other tools to promote GainTrack across various channels, such as social media, print ads, digital advertising, and more. It's important that this team effectively targets customers in order to maximize sales potential while keeping marketing expenses at a minimum in order to protect longevity. And last but not least, we have our fitness professionals who will develop a tailored workout routine specific to each user's fitness level, which can be easily accessed from the app. Their expertise in health and nutrition, combined with access to accurate user analytics, is highly valuable for making sure customers remain motivated throughout their journey towards achieving their fitness goals. Altogether, we believe that in the startup period for our product and business, the total overall operating expenses for each of our teams will incur approximately $300,000. And this is based on current market analysis and our projected earnings as pictured in the projected earnings income statement here.
Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.